What is up, guys? Good morning. It is January 2nd, the second day of 2023, and we are off to my mom's to get my first rooster and a couple more hens. So I am alone this morning. Chase is gonna stay home and do some stuff that needs to get done around the house, but I have got a giant dog crate, a Freya-sized dog crate, and I'm only picking up 4 or 5 chickens, so they'll fit, they'll be fine. I've transported chickens like this before, and it's a pretty quick drive, so let's go.
You need a what?
Close off.
Yeah.
This side or the other side?
No, right here. Yeah. I want to get some.
It's Mom's pet.
So look at the golden lace Wyandotte over there. Right behind.
That one.
Yeah, look at the feathers on the butt.
Yeah.
Looks like, you know, I hate it when you do that, baby girl.
We're thinking we have a couple roosters in this. Ma'am.
Oh, there's your girl.
Don't peck my eye. Oh, jeez.
Who's the other friendly one? I'm telling you. you gotta be careful. She'll get right on your head.
Yeah, she's hanging out. What's up, man?
She's right with my girl. My girl, give me.
Do you want to take her, or do you want me to go over you? Oh, I do see him. Oh, shit.
It's like a third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys be good.
So, my mom thinks there are 2 roosters. This one is my Moran, but she thinks there's a Wyandotte rooster in here too, and she doesn't have space or time to have a rooster here, so I'm gonna take him just in case. I don't think I can keep 2 roosters. I don't have that many hens, so he might become dinner. He's beautiful. I wanted the cuckoo Moran for the dark eggs, and I didn't plan on getting a second rooster because too many roosters with too few hens can really take a toll on the hens. So we'll see what happens, but for now, I'm assuming I'm taking 3 hens and 2 roosters. Okay guys, we have the chickens. It is not the best smell, and I think I'm gonna put some headphones in on the way back, because if this guy crows while I'm going 75 miles an hour down the interstate, I might just off the road, so I don't want to do that. But how exciting. We didn't bring the truck though, because the chickens were gonna have to ride in the bed. We don't have the camper shell on it, and it's about 40 degrees outside without the wind chill on the interstate. So they're here, back of the car, 30-minute drive. It'll be super quick. But let's get these guys home and get them in their new chicken tractor. Hey guys, so we are back at the house, and I have already moved the chickens from the crate into their new chicken tractor to get acclimated before we combine the flocks. It is super, super windy outside right now. I don't know if the sound of the roof on the barn is gonna be too bad. So the move went smoothly. We just grabbed 1 chicken, 1 by 1, and put them in the coop. They started scratching around immediately. I actually had to go to Tractor Supply and buy a brand new chicken water and more feed while I was there. Decided to get just a bag of all flock pellets. So I had a flock of only laying hens, and when you integrate a rooster into a flock of laying hens, one consideration you have to have is what you're going to feed them. So layer feed typically has a higher protein and calcium content, made specifically for the hens that are producing this egg every day. But roosters don't need that much. So it's not gonna kill them if you have them on a layer feed, especially not if it's just for a little while you transition the flocks. But you don't really want roosters on layer feed long term. It's got too many nutrients, too much protein that could harm their health and their body condition in the long term. So it wasn't imperative that I got that type of feed tonight, but since I needed a water, I just got the bag of feed while I was there. So what I'm hoping to do is just take about a week to integrate these two separate flocks. They will be able to get to know each other, talk to each other, see each other through the fences without having the added danger of physically fighting. We're changing venues because this wind is just too much. So the typical acclimation period for two adjoining flocks is 1 to 2 weeks. You can do it in less and you can take longer. There just might be detriment to the flock if you do it in less time. There might be a whole lot of fighting, you know, and once chickens draw blood on each other, they just, they are drawn to blood and they will peck at it. So you really want to discourage any really violent fights where they're going to be drawing blood. Of course, there will always be a pecking order established when you integrate two flocks. That's literally where the term pecking order comes from chickens pecking at each other as they establish dominance. So that's going to happen regardless, but it's always good to ease the transition and just let them get used to each other for about a week or two. That's why I needed to build that chicken tractor so quickly. Even though I'm going to be using it for meat birds, it serves as a super quick, just temporary coop for these chickens as they get used to each other. So what I had planned to pick up from my mom's today were 3 to 4 hens and 1 cuckoo rooster that I had ordered from Murray McMurray Hatchery. What I instead got were 3 hens, 1 cuckoo rooster, and 1 possible golden laced Wyandotte rooster. The sexing method for chicks at hatcheries is not foolproof, and I don't expect it to be. You will oftentimes get a certain percentage of males if you order a straight female run, or definitely if you order a straight run, which is both males and females. My mom already had an extra rooster that she was trying to deal with, so I just took 2. I am also less averse to harvesting the bird for meat than my mom is, but I do want to try and keep both of the roosters if that's at all possible. This Wyandotte is just gorgeous, gorgeous. And from what my mom says, because she spent the last few months with them, he has a great temperament, which is really, really desirable in a rooster because they tend to be a bit more aggressive. Now, one issue I'm going to be looking out for keeping 2 roosters is first how they interact with each other. With the small amount of hens that I have comparatively to roosters, there has a tendency to be more fighting. But there also is anecdotal evidence out there that says if 2 roosters grew up together, which these 2 did, they will be averse to fighting with each other, more like a brotherly relationship, if that's possible. But otherwise, if that's not going to happen, they may be a bit aggressive. The usual amount of hens to roosters you want is 10 hens to 1 rooster, and I at this point have 10 hens and 2 roosters. Another issue with more hens than roosters allowable is that the hens may get worn out from too much breeding, because there will be 2 roosters instead of 1. 1 rooster can usually service between 6 and 10 hens, even more. So when you throw in 2 roosters for the price of 1, you can have some health problems with your hens. Now, all that being said, I would prefer not to put this Wyandotte on the kitchen table if I don't have to. He was not bought for that purpose, and my mom spent a lot of time and money raising him for the past few months, so it doesn't do me any harm to raise him for a bit longer and see if he's going to work with the flock versus just harvesting him outright, because I have this assumption that he won't work. So I'm going to keep both of the roosters in there together, in their separate pen for this week while they get acclimated. They're totally fine right now. Like I said, they grew up together. It's when we put them all in with the hens and they establish their pecking order that I'm really gonna see how their personalities shift. But I'm totally excited to have roosters here. I can't wait until I hear the crow in the morning. It will feel like a real farm. The way I just did this, terrible idea. But Now I feel like the chickens are safe and sound with the other coop inside the electric netting. Well guys, I'm losing the light. They're moved in here. There's a partial wind block from this wall, and I'm gonna throw some old hay in the back here and put some boards right here on the side just to block the wind. It's a little chilly. This is the best I can do. They're fully feathered, they're adult, they will be fine. It's not forecasted to get below 38 tonight. So I'm not too worried about the weather. I just wanted some more protection from both the elements and predators in here in the chicken run. So I'm tired and cold and I look like crap. So I'm gonna go inside. Thank you guys for joining me today. Until the next one.